Leave the room carefully, take clothes, go out, please. On the 21st of February, a fire broke out in one of the premises of the Sunday school building. All people were urgently evacuated. The people of God were in confusion and agitation. The house of prayer was burning. Upon the arrival of the firefighters, a struggle began to save the main building in which there was hall of worship. 13 fire trucks and about 50 firefighters were working at the scene. The elimination of the fire lasted 6 hours. Due to the low air temperature, it was necessary to start urgent drying of the building. The work began even before the firefighters left and continued all night. At night, the temperature dropped sharply to minus 25 degrees centigrade. The hall, flooded with water during extinguishing, was covered with ice. The roof and balcony were charred. The third floor of the Sunday school building had completely burned down, and the second was not subject to restoration. At the sight of such a picture, anyone could give up. But the children of God accepted the difficulties as from His hand and united to get down to business. There was a lot of work for everyone, young people and the elderly brothers and sisters. Everyone took an active part. At the council, together with construction specialists, the brothers decided to dismantle completely the old building of the Sunday school and to build a new one. It is easier to ruin something than to create. The burnt-out structures were dismantled as soon as possible. The property acquired over the years was taken out by Kamaz trucks in the form of piles of garbage. The survived things were temporarily stored in the hall, which by that time had been dried. March. Dismantling is behind. It's time to decide from what material it's better to build a new building. The best option turned out to be a profile beam. April. The work was started by strengthening the existing foundation. And here's an exciting moment. The first crowns of the new building have been laid. A new Sunday school will be built. May, June, July. Day by day, the walls continued to grow. Windows were inserted, necessary communications were carried out, the metal base of the stairs was welded, and the underfloor heating was laid. August. During the fire, the roof structure was severely damaged. Firstly, we removed the warped and burnt metal, then the glass wall. The work had to be carried out in extreme conditions. Every day, at the height of 10 and 12 meters, you could see the brothers working on burnt floors. Siberian weather complicated the matter. Stiffness, scorching sun, thirst, nothing could stop on the way to the goal. At the same time, rafters were being made on the territory of the House of Prayer, which would be later be installed with the help of special equipment. Summer is a wonderful time, but the approach of autumn forced us to speed up the work. Before the autumn rains, it was necessary to cover the roof with metal and also put several layers of insulation. September. The work was carried out from early morning to late evening without a break for the weekends. Since the laying of the insulation was started and rain was expected at night, part of the team remained to lay the insulation as well as to cover the roof with thermal insulation and metal. The work lasted until morning.
Я верю в вас. Вы сделали это.
I believed in you. We did it. The youth had to skip the Sunday service and change the workers from the night. By 10 p.m., all work on the roof was completed. October. There was still a lot of work to do. After the completion of the roof overlapping, the work had begun on the interior finishing of the hall. The walls opening showed that the insulation inside the walls in some places turned out to be unusable and was replaced with a new one. The balcony had also been restored. Closer to the work completion, in the hall of House of Prayer, it was necessary to decide on the seats. Since the old seats were destroyed by fire and the purchase of new ones was going to be quite expensive, it was decided to make the benches on our own. Soon, the hall was covered with gypsum cardboard. November.
Ограждения готовы почти. Уже все конкретно.
Balcony railings are ready. Finishing work at the Sunday school was still continued.
Вот немножко поработали, и немножко надо поддохнуть.
Here we have worked and need to rest a little. On the 19th of November, the general cleaning of the hall was carried out, and the final touches of the rough finishing were completed. We were in a hurry because the wedding was planned on the 20th of November.
Итак, 10 минут второго. Все радостные. Это остались самые находчивые.
It's 10 minutes
Особенно
past
Семен.
1 a.m. Everyone
Мы
is happy.
собираемся
The
домой,
most
надо немножко
patient
поспать.
remained,
И
especially
завтра
Simon.
утром
We are
будем
going home
вместе
as we need
радоваться
to get some
жениху и
sleep,
невесте.
and tomorrow morning we will rejoice together with the bride and the groom. The long 9 months have passed. Clouds of smoke, a burnt-out house of prayer, worries, hundreds of working hours, everything have passed. Our hearts are filled with joy and gratitude to the Lord for this path. Our church is immensely grateful to all the caring brothers and sisters throughout the country and abroad. Thank you for the prayers, moral and material support. Thanks to joint efforts, the people of God of Tomsk City can gather again in their house of prayer and glorify God as before. Thanks to your support, the children have Sunday school again. Let's praise the Lord for the fact that in these circumstances He creates a strong and loving family out of us. On the 21st of November, the first Sunday service was held in the house of prayer. And we know that God causes all things to work together for good, to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose.